Hi, this is Katie Weeks, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I'm joining the girls at the Inspiration Collaboration Mystery Envelope Challenge. For this month's Mystery Envelope Challenge, I got to send out the kit. And I sent it out in April before I got my Stampin' Up kit. So what I was trying to do was find some things that were Stampin' Up supplies in my stash, but I did not have anything from the new catalog yet. So this is what I had. So let me read the directions that I sent out to my Inspiration Collaboration girls. For the May mystery envelope, I thought I would send a few Stampin' Up items for you to play with. I've included 3 pieces of 6x6 DSP from the 2022 to 2024 in colors. I've sent Ombre matte decorative dots, 3 little Ladybug trinkets, and gold and silver floss. I'm really not sure what Stampin' Up called these, but it's gold and silver that I had from Stampin' Up. So here's the challenge. Make something from the new Stampin' Up 24-25 catalog using these old products and anything in your stash. Like if it's an embossed card, you can use a Stampin' Up or a Close to My Heart embossing folder. Just try to make it your own version of any item in the catalog. So now I actually do have some Stampin' Up products, and I do have something that I had from last year. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do one of these Take to the Sky cards right here on page 36 of the new catalog. And it looks kind of like a mini slimline card, and I'm going to do a full-size slimline card that's 3.5 by 8.5. And you see a repeated shape here that's cut out like 2, 4, 6 times around the outside and one large one in the middle. I don't have this shape, but I have something else that I'm going to use in kind of a similar pattern. And then they had the stamped and die cut elements in the middle. So this is what I'm going to kind of emulate. And in doing that, I thought I had a stamp and die set from, I think it's on page 122 right here. I had Countryside Corners dies. So this was a die set that I had to have 1 year ago. And when I saw some sneak peeks from the catalog last year for Stampin' Up, I saw this, and you know my obsession with the Ohio State Buckeyes, and this looked like the Block O. So I have the stamp set and the die set, and I've pulled out one of the dies. Can't you see, just making Block O's out of there all day long? Oh, I love it. So one of my friends sent me a picture, and I sent a message to my Stampin' Up girl and said, I have to have these now. And she's like, you cannot order till May 1st. So May 1st of last year, I ordered this set, having no idea that 1 year later, I would be a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So that's exciting. So this is what I have in my stash. And this is the image that I'm going to use repeatedly around the card, just like they used die cut image. And then I have this stamp and die set, which is actually new, and it's an online exclusive, I believe, filled with fun. And I have the stamp and die sets. So you see, this is one of their polymer stamp sets. This one is a cling stamp set. And I didn't know the difference of how to order things last year, but now I'm figuring that out. And I want you to see this magnet that's inside the case. This was an old magnetic sheet from Close to My Heart dies. And I just cut it down, put part of it in here, part of it in here. And that tear and tape that we have with Stampin' Up is perfect to hold that inside. And it's a very strong tape. So I just cut out some of those old sheets. I did not even buy new magnetic sheets. So I have quite a few of them because I have a different storage stamp system for my Close to My Heart dies. So that's just a little tip for you. That's how I store mine. And then these polymer stamps I put right inside my case. There's an image on the inside of this sheet, and it's the reverse of all of these images. And so I just use it so I know which stamps need to go where, and I know if all of them are back in my case. So I will speed things up and let you see the card that I'm going to make. So I used that third from the largest die to cut all of the, what I would call block O's, this beautiful shape. And I used my die cutting machine from Stampin' Up. I bought the small one and it's really cute. I'm just still trying to learn how to use it. And then I had die cut all of the pieces from Filled with Fun out of white cardstock, and I stamped the wagon in real red. I stamped the tires and the handle to the wagon in pebbled path, and I stamped the items inside the wagon. Those are going to be in the Memento Tuxedo Black, and I'm going to go back and color that later. And I think I used some, let me see, I think it was Misty Moonlight when I stamped the sentiment for inside the card as well. And then I did a few things of confetti here and there in both the Misty Moonlight and the Real Red on the inside and outside of the card. And this is the one that is for the inside sentiment. I liked two different ones, so I just decided to use them both for the inside of the card. And it says sending loads of happiness, celebrating someone special. So that's what'll be on the inside of the card. And I probably should have stamped off, which is what we used to call second generation stamping, for the confetti for the inside of the card. I didn't realize that till I got going. But on the outside of the card here, there's some little triangles, or actually little diamonds, that are going to show between my shapes. So I used that confetti type stamp in the Real Red, and I stamped it and stamped it off. So in other words, first and second generation stamping on the front of the card. And I just figured out where to stamp that by using little pencil marks, and then I erased those when I was finished. And here I would just go around putting on little bits of this added design, and I actually put it on the wrong side, and I had to use my rub and remove eraser to get the adhesive off. And then I will add the two side pieces, and then I will go back and add the corner pieces. And I really liked how this came together, and it gave me like 4 different areas where I could see that stamped background come through from the card. But if you look at the original card that I was trying to duplicate, they actually had decorated it with some embellishments on the 4 corners of the main image as well. So they had put some like sparkling gems on the 4 corners around the main image. So I thought this was perfect that I had 4 areas around that focal image in the middle as well. So I popped up with my Stampin Dimensionals, the wagon, and then the wheels have 2 elements to them. And so the part on top is actually popped up as well. And I added my little handle to the wagon, and then this is where I brought in that silver and gold floss, and I just kind of looped it around my finger a few times, and then I grabbed some glue dots, some small glue dots, and that's how I'm adhering them down. And you're not going to see me color it on camera because apparently I cannot remember to hit record, but I'm embellishing here with those little dots that I sent the girls, and using those glue dots, I added the ladybugs across the bottom under the wagon as well. So I went ahead and colored my image, and I used these markers. So this is Boho Blue, and it is out of the Stampin' Right 2023 to 2025 in colors. And then the rest of the colors we're all out of the Regals collection. And these are the only markers I have so far from Stampin' Up, but I thought I'd give them a try and see how they worked. I really like the brush tip. I think is my favorite to color with. I have Real Red, Blueberry Bushel, Garden Green, and Crushed Curry. And then I went in with my shimmer brush. It's like the Wink of Stella for Stampin' Up. And I added a little bit of that to the candles to give them a little bit of shimmer. Can you see that shimmer on there? So there you go. My cute little card for my first inspiration collaboration mystery envelope. And here's one last close-up look of the card. Make sure you check out the other girls from the playlist that's at the end of the video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more crafty inspiration.